So I've been to a lot of concerts by myself. The most notable one that's coming to my mind right now is the 1975 concert. I went to the concert in New York City and I wanted to go to wristbands. So my friend Brian, who I literally became friends with like literally the day before, I was like, "Can you drive me at 6:30 a.m. to the train station?" He was like, "Sure, I'm up at 6:30 a.m." He drove me. Then I was like, "Okay, I know we're gonna become friends," and we were great. I went in the train. I went all the way to New York City, and I took the other train, the Broad Street line, all the way down to the back then it wasn't Xfinity, it was Wells Fargo Arena. Yeah, Wells Fargo Arena, 1975. And I went there and I got online and I got my wristband. It was like 9 a.m. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to take the train back because I don't have a car. Who's going to pick me up? And then I have to come back to New York and then I have to come back to Philly. What's going on? One time I went to New York City with Kim and we literally took the train. We took the bus back because we were like, what are we going to do? Watched the movie, went back to New York City to see 21 Pilots. Boom, done. And our friend picked us up. We had Willowbrook Mall food. It was so good. But anyway, in Philly, what am I gonna do? So I just walked around. I literally walked. I took the train back to Center City and then walked around, did whatever I want, hung out in the Macy's because it was. I think it was cold. It was November. It was cold and it was raining. I was like, what if I meet Matty Healy outside? I didn't. Boom, done. Excuse me. Excuse me. So then I was walking around outside and I was like, wait, I guess I'll just like walk back. I walked 4 hours from Center City to Wells Fargo Arena, waited in the cold again, didn't know anyone, didn't talk to anyone all day. And it's like going to concerts is like fun. Obviously, you can do a concert by yourself. This might not be your life, but I'm like, I want to get to the concert early. And I literally waited in line, went in. I had like Tylenol pills in my pocket, and I was scared that they were gonna like search me, so I like threw them on the ground somewhere. Now there's just Tylenol pills, just like in the front of Wells Fargo Arena. I don't know if like Bruce Springsteen found them when he performed in Xfinity a couple days ago, but I don't know. Someone found them. But anyway, and then guess what happened? So then I'm at the 1975 concert, and I'm like in the middle of the pit, and I don't know anyone. So I'm like kind of like dancing, blah blah blah, and then they play my favorite song, and I literally made a sign. I literally made a sign, and there's one part of the 1975 concert. This was back in 2023, where there's a pause, and he reads signs, or he'll like look out into the audience, and like if you're someone that reads signs, everyone's gonna bring a sign. So I had a sign that literally said "Jesus Christ 2005, God Bless America" because that's my favorite 1975 song, favorite to the point where I want to get it tattooed, and I made like a little drawing of like a tattoo that I would want that's like a tree and like so imagine like a painting like outside like a frame. Um and there's a tree and then it's like if we turn what is the lyric? I don't know. If we turn the tree, can I be the leaves? My favorite lyric. So I totally want that tattooed. So I totally want that tattooed. Then I was in the concert and the person next to me, I'm like, oh my god, like my phone, like I guess my iCloud storage was full. I don't know what was going on. But I was like, hey, can you record this song? And she has like iPhone freaking like 17 Plus Pro, and this was 2023. I don't even know how she had it. Literally like three different like HD video cameras recording this thing, and she recorded it. And then I was like, oh my god, can you send it to me? And she wrote her number. I wrote my number in the phone, and I was like, maybe she like saved it or screenshotted it or something, but she never sent the video. So then I went on 1975 Reddit a couple days later, and I was like, hey, does anyone find the video? And no one really responded. But then someone did respond and said, I was like, oh my god, I have my sign. Like, if anyone recognizes me, blah blah, send me the video. This guy was like, I hope no one was obstructed by the review of the sign. Girl, you weren't there. Girl, you weren't invited. You weren't invited to the concert. Girl, you couldn't make it past the Ticketmaster queue. Like, girl, what? Anyway, so I commented and I was like, I'm 19. I don't know what you're on about. Also, I'm 19. I'm gonna defend myself on Reddit. Won't do it in real life, but I will defend myself on Reddit and my friends. Mm. So I clocked him and I was like, I held the sign in front of my chest. No one was obstructed. And he was like, oh, like, good riddance. This whole thing. Anyway, so that happened. I had a good time at the concert, and I think going to concerts alone is really good and fun, and it is kind of like exposure therapy. But not everything needs to be exposure therapy. Why don't you just do something just because like you're you and you can do whatever you want? Because when like I've faced discrimination before, I've had bad times before, I've had hate crime before. You know what I mean? But like you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Patti Smith moved to the city and got like beat by cops and just like wanted to be a poet or whatever. And now she's Patti Smith. Everyone knows her. You could do whatever you want. I went to New York City, didn't talk to no one, and then at the end of the night made friends because I had 2 drinks in me. But anyway, so I think it is important to go to a concert by yourself. The first concert I really went to myself wasn't the first though, but it was 1975.